It's E and J UnCut, and we back again. It's your boy J.Kendall.
It's your boy E. Berry.
Cloud Rise Studios, we here.
Yes, sir.
How you been since the last episode, man? You been good?
I've been cool, man. I'm back at work now. I had a 3-month window to get rich or go back to work, and I had to go back to work. So
he had to go back to work. We still working on that.
Yeah.
With that said, please, if you're watching this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.
Leave a damn comment.
Leave a comment.
All right.
Let us know so we can keep coming to you. E and J UnCut. Support the channel.
Because I like to continue the conversation in the comments if we can. You feel me?
Exactly, yeah. You talk to us, and we'll talk to you.
Right.
We talk to you. So
I like to get y'all
us.
input on all the shit.
You know what I mean?
We for the people. We the people.
We the people. You the people. We you. You us.
We going.
We
out.
are you. You are us. It's all that. But with all that said, let's get it started today.
Yes,
so
sir.
I got a question. I got a question for you and everybody out there watching this. I got a question for you, Mr. Berry.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about this. So, if you were in a parking lot, say like at a Walmart, Target, whatever, anywhere, and you was out there and you found a wallet and it had like $10,000 in it or something.
$10,000?
Exactly. Now, are you gonna give it back? You gonna go take it in there and give it to the...
Wait, 10? Is that the number? That's the number. $10,000 in the wallet.
I mean, $10,000 or more. So it's at least $10,000.
Okay.
So it's like, but bare minimum. So we just gonna call it $10,000. So it's $10,000 in this wallet.
Is there cameras where we finding the wallet?
Yeah, but we don't know. You know, it's one of those they may not.
No, I'm saying like, is this a situation where you finding a wallet and you might be on camera? Or is it a situation where you know it's all your integrity?
Yeah, it's all up to you. Nobody, whatever the situation, or you find it in somewhere, you could take it to the police, the authorities, or something, and they could try to find somebody who it actually owns the wallet or whatever. But you find $10,000 or more in a wallet.
10,000.
What do? Do you give it back? Do you give it back to the authorities, like the store or the parking lot or the police, or do you just consider it a blessing from God and you just take that money and be like, "Thank you, Jesus," and then you just go on with it and be like, "That it was meant for me to have this money. That's what it's for."
I'm giving it back.
You giving it back? To who?
To whoever it belongs to.
But what if it's no name in it? What if it's just?
I'm giving it back to the store.
You're not gonna keep it. You're not gonna be
not
like,
the wallet.
Yeah. But you gonna keep the money?
It might be a little short. You feel me? That's a finder's fee, bro. You gonna get your IDs, go get all your cards. Why the fuck you got $10,000 in your wallet in the first place? Your ass slipping. Don't walk around with $10,000 in your goddamn wallet. Cause
that's always a excuse me.
You gonna get your ID back.
But that's always a question I've been wondering. Like, I'm
gonna leave a couple hundred in there. If it's 10,000, I probably leave.
You gonna get back? You like, hey, I found a wallet that had a few $100s in it.
Yeah, they gonna get some change.
Okay, so now
I'm getting my tip first off because I don't know if you gonna tip me or not afterwards, but I deserve a tip for even getting your shit back in the first place.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So there's no name in it. You keeping it? You saying you keeping it? Like
no name?
Yeah, you find the wallet, ain't no name in it, so it's no identification. You gonna give the wallet back to?
Oh, so it ain't got an ID, no card.
Exactly. So you said with that scenario,
that's mine.
You gonna give it back, or you gonna keep it? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what if there was that amount, but you found the ID in it?
Yeah. Then I'm gonna leave a little bit and I'm gonna give it back.
So out of 10,000, how much you taking?
Bro, that's a hard decision. I might leave them like a good 500 or something. Just, you know what I mean? Maybe.
but they know they had 10,000 in that wallet.
Well, that's how I found it, motherfucker. Shit.
Hey, you be like, I don't know nothing about no 10,000.
Right. I found this. Hey, I'm a good Samaritan here. You feel me? Shit, you get. What about you? What you doing? What we got?
Me?
Yeah. You said it's disappearing.
Which scenario are you asking me about?
The same one, Tim.
The first one, like where there's no identification, and
let's hear them both.
It's 10,000. It's 10,000 on there, and ain't nobody seeing me. Then you know what I'm doing? I'm saying
a blessing from God.
You man. He had wanted me to find this in this parking lot.
Exactly.
He had said, "You know what, Jay? You've been struggling.
Somebody he need that."
Exactly. That's if it's unmarked. Oh, that's for me. That's like you.
All right. What about when you got the ID?
If you got the ID, I gotta give it back. I gotta be like
all of it.
I mean, if it's 10,000, it might be 9,200. It's sent back.
You taking 8?
No, no. I'm gonna take $200.
200?
I'll take like 200 as a finder's fee because they may not give me nothing.
Right.
But then I mean, I think that's only fair. I give it back. I ain't like gonna be greedy and be like, oh my goodness, you know, I find it and then it's a whole lot gone. Like I think that's wrong. But like if it was my money, like first off, I would hope they would give it all back.
Man, I'm not gonna be the one losing 10,000 in my wallet.
I got you, but I'm just saying if it was my money, right, and then there was 10 in it, and I knew it was 10 in it, and then I lost it. Somebody gave it back, and I came back and I had 9,800 of it, and it wasn't 10. I'd still be happy because I would have probably gave them like 200 for finding the wallet. Yeah. And so I would just assume they took it, and I would the same thing. They wouldn't know that I was gonna give them nothing. So they took their little 200. I understand that. That's hey, I was slipping. I lost my own wallet. That's on me. So you lose 200 as far as like the rules of the world and the street go, that's fair game. You lucky you got your wallet back at all. So the fact that I would get 9,800 back, I would feel that would be fair. So I would take maybe like 200, give it back like you say then, but I wouldn't I wouldn't leave it with like 500 like you and take the 95 and then leave the 5. Yeah. But
I'm at least going 50-50.
But hey, I don't got 6 kids.
We gonna split it.
I don't got 6 kids, so it's a little bit, different too.
And then I don't know, I'm not gonna feel secure taking it back to a store or some shit like that. I'm gonna try to find a person that actually lost it.
True, because after working at a store and seeing how they can do, I wouldn't necessarily trust them, especially with an amount that large. Like if it was like $200 or even $50 or $20 or something like that in there, I can see, handing it back because people ain't gonna like try to lose their job or something over there. But like $10,000, somebody will try to be like, that'll come up missing. Right. Like you go back, they never report it. They never tell you. It just be gone. And they be like, come back and check on it if it's been here for like 30 days or however many days.
If they got that much cash, I wonder what their cars got. So that's one thing I would never do. I ain't gonna take your cars and try to run up no shit like that. If it's all cars or you know what I mean?
Yeah, you take credit cards.
If it's a couple hundred, it's like $200. I'll probably return that motherfucker almost fully. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they just $200 bills, I probably would just return. Like that.
Obviously, the best thing to do is just return it. But like I said, I would like, but only if it was like no identification. If it was there, then I would consider that potentially a blessing, and I would take that. Other than that. You just get that back, basically. Like, I took
now,
that
what you do when you find a briefcase with $10 million?
Oh, you definitely call that a blessing. You just
you taking it all?
No. But actually, I ain't taking none of it. I mean, you take that, it's somebody.
That's big money.
Well,
that's
you already
murder money.
Yeah, you already know that's somebody's money. You can't.
I'm burying that shit for like 5 years. If it
maybe in
5 years,
you can use that. You can use that as a potential nest egg, but like that money, it had to be some nefarious situation with it.
Right.
So you like, like, hold on, $10 million in there. Something went down that ain't right, or something could have went down, or or what you say. The people, I guess the best way to put that is what people will do to get this money. It's a lot of things and could be bad things for you. So it'll behoove you maybe not to touch that money. You see what I mean? Because people have come up missing for 10,000.
Right.
So if you got 10 million there and you took somebody 10 million, I'm just saying you don't want to be the person that took somebody else.
That's why I said bury it. Because like worst case scenario, you bury it, right? Someone's gonna get at you about that bread. If someone end up getting at you about that, then you be like, yeah, I kept it for safekeeping. Here you go. You know what I mean? Keep 100 for him. Be like, you know what I mean? I'm a solid individual. So, and then you might even come up with a new connect with some shit like that.
I mean, the only way you could do that is if you buried it, you keep it and be like, look, I didn't know whose it was. I knew somebody eventually would come looking for it. So
we
then
don't.
I'd be
I mean, that's honesty.
Like, here you go. I didn't know who it was.
But
I didn't take it.
Now, if nobody come fucking with you for like 5 years, then I'm guessing they gave up searching. And now that's mine, you know? So it's a win-win situation.
I guess that could be smart.
Giving it to, I ain't turning it to no.
It depends on if I could identify whose it was. Like if it was a briefcase with that much, and I can't identify. I feel you, but I tell you what I wouldn't do. I wouldn't go out just spending it.
Hell no, I ain't touching that for 5 years.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I got you on that.
Really?
I can almost agree with that, but I ain't because that's too much. Like somebody, like you say, somebody can come looking for that.
It could be a year later, and they're like, "We tracked it down."
So
and that.
So do you think it would be smarter just to leave it alone at all? Because what if they came back?
Nah, because if you leave it alone, in 5 years, if they don't come back to get it, then you still broke. Or ain't got the extra 5 million or 10 million, whatever.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's good to think of. So, chat, let me know what y'all would do if it was $10,000 in a parking lot in somewhere you find it, whatever the case scenario, and you can get away with it, nobody around. Would you keep the money and consider it a blessing, or would you try to find some way to give it back to somebody, to give it to some authority, police, store, wherever, anything like that? Or also, if there was an identification, what would you do? If it's an identification, you still gonna keep it, or would you be like, nah, I gotta give it, like try to get it to the person, try to get it back to some kind of authority, the store, police, whatever, so they can get back to
them with a $10 million briefcase.
And and if it was a $10 million
side of the highway,
are you like just immediately going out and getting you a new a new car, buying a house, trying to like maximize, knowing that that's a lot of money, and you know somebody probably gonna come looking for it, and if they do, you
probably want to test that shit for like, I know they be tracking money with like putting colors and shit on that shit, you know what I mean? So, you probably want to get your shit tested once you did start fucking with it.
These scenarios what we just talked about, just let us know. What would you do?
On it.
Put it in the comment. Let us know. Excuse me. Let us know what you would do. Let us know if you would, we just want to know. We just told you what we would do. We out here being honest, and
this is a test of integrity.
Yeah, just see what you would do. Like, you see that I would more likely give it back. This guy say he's more likely to keep it in both scenarios. So.
I said keep a percentage, sir.
Well,
not both scenarios. I think. Oh yeah, technically, a little bit. Anyway,
either way, you getting the majority of it,
right? Nah, I said 50-50 with the ID.
You said at least 50-50.
Yeah, at least. Right.
All right. Go ahead.
Partners now.
We getting right into it. Let's go. What we got today? What we talking about? I'm ready.
Shit. Let's talk about this shit in the news, man.
What's in the news?
And y'all paying attention to the news?
Did your boy do something? Did he do something, or are we?
Yeah, that one dude did something. The El Presidente.
What'd he do?
Well,
he really did something.
Well, he didn't do much. He went over to Couture, right? Cutter.
I think it's Cutter. It's
I can't tell because
it's
the news people probably.
But they go back and forth. It's spelled
Couture,
yeah. But it's like they say Cutter. I don't know exactly.
Hey, chat, how we do that?
I think it's Cutter. Ain't it Cutter, chat? No, I don't know. Don't quote me on it. I think it's Cutter.
Sound like Couture.
We gonna go with. Yeah,
A's on both cards, but yeah,
we're gonna go with Cutter.
Anyway, they gifted Donald Trump a $400 million jet, which is they quoted it's a palace in the air. It's an air palace. Feel me?
That's crazy. So wait. So they ain't just gonna give him a $400 million jet for no reason. Why?
Yeah.
What? So what did they get in return?
They thought he was a nice guy.
Nah. They ain't gonna give you no. Ain't nobody giving up no $400 million. What? They had to get something like there must be more to. You gotta tell me. You gotta be more to this story. I ain't even gonna believe that.
That's it. It was a gift.
So they gave him $400 million, And that's
A
it.
jet,
For just because you a cool dude.
Yeah.
They agree with him.
And so the jet, he's gonna replace Air Force One with it. And it's gonna be his new Air Force One.
Wait, how is that possible? You ain't supposed to be able to replace Air Force One. Air Force One's supposed to be like
it's just the new Air Force One.
So the next president, so basically he making like it's like a WWE belt, like he the champion, so he gonna have his own.
No,
you know what I mean?
And then it goes. So
now.
It goes to after that when he retires from being president or whatever, it's going to go to the Trump library. He's gonna have it in the library.
He got his own. He got his own library already.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, you got a library while you still president?
It's like his library. Shit, that's where he keep his books. He got The Art of Getting Rich. I think it's just full of that book. That's the the Trump library is just like walls and walls of that book.
I mean, he wasn't. Honestly, he wasn't.
The Art of the Deal. I think it's called. Yeah.
I mean, hey, Chad Peoples, correct me if I'm wrong, but he wasn't a very successful businessman in the past, right? Like before, like all those business, he had all those Trump Towers and whatnot, and those Trump Towers weren't really his. Like he didn't own the buildings and land; he just leased his name for the Trump Towers.
I know he done went bankrupt hella times. I know he had some casinos that went out of business. So, he had to bankrupt that.
But ain't no more Trump Towers, right? Ain't nobody.
Didn't he have like some meat truck or something?
Do they still have Trump Towers?
Yeah, they got. I don't know if it's a Trump Tower. He got the Mar-a-Lago or some shit, right?
I don't know.
Epstein Island or some shit. He got one of them things.
Epstein Island. He owned Epstein Island.
I think so.
But Trump Towers used to be a big thing. Like even back in the 80s, and they used to have Tyson fights. And shit.
I think they still got the Trump Tower.
Yeah, well, I don't know. So Trump Towers.
But I know he got his little resort, Mar-a-Lago or something. I know he had a bunch of businesses that went bankrupt though.
That's crazy. So he go bankrupt, a few times, and then he get to have control of the largest economy in the world, or one of the largest economies in the world.
He already bankrupted, so he's probably gonna build another one. So good.
That's interesting.
America, we're going bankrupt, but don't trip. We're gonna bounce back.
How we gonna bounce back? I said, how we gonna bounce back?
New bank loans.
New bank loans?
Yeah, we cut them tariffs with China again. You feel me? We gonna bounce back with a start mark.
We did.
He gonna bounce back.
We cut. Wait. So I thought we wasn't messing with China.
We was tearing the shit out of them. We was terrafindelia on their ass. You feel me? Like a new land, but like the bridge to Terabithia. You feel me? With the bridge to Terabithia. But
so then he lifted them.
Yeah, for 90 days. And the stock market's going crazy.
So the
stocks.
So wait. So let me get this straight. So he put it on. Stock market crash. Mm-hmm. So then everything low. So then it's probably a massive buyout.
Yeah.
And then he take it off and go back up.
Yeah.
So if you bought low, now you about to make hella money.
Right.
That's crazy.
Ain't you ever played Grand Theft Auto 5?
Hey, if that junk happen again, then that means that they gonna just be taking money. Like that's a crazy transfer.
Bro,
I'm just seeing that.
How you play Grand Theft Auto 5?
I have played Grand Theft Auto 5.
Did you ever do the stock market aspects of that?
I haven't done that. Do they have those?
So they have stock markets, and what you do is you go and blow some shit up, and then invest in their stocks, and then when they come back, you know what I mean? You see competitors,
because you
go invest in this one stock, and then you go fuck up their competitors. That shit really work. It's like a stock market shit in Grand Theft Auto. It's pretty dope actually. Like it kind of teaches you the stock market. I bet you somebody learn the stock market from Grand Theft Auto and did that. But you get to influence it. So he probably played Grand Theft Auto.
You think Trump played Grand Theft Auto?
Maybe, or one of his grandkids, and they coaching him. You feel me? It's probably one of his grandkids. Like, hey, grandpa, Hey, if you go like this and you go over there and you fuck with Couture like this, and you fuck with Trailer like this, and then boom, boom, boom.
That'd be crazy if
he probably got a young coach.
If real life was like really emulating a game like that.
Yeah,
that is crazy. Speaking of that, did you see the trailer for that? You see the trailer?
Yeah,
for
that shit look dope. That shit look like a movie.
I was like, man,
but you see, it got delayed
again. A whole nother year.
2026. Yeah, May.
So next year.
Man, that mean I gotta do some liver cleanses or something. You feel me? I be kind of survived to see this shit. You know what I mean? They making it hard for a motherfucker, man.
Said liver cleanses. But you trying to be out of here?
I'm trying to live to play some Grand Theft Auto. Shit.
Man, it'd be tight if we do actually get to that Ready Player One stage where we are in that thing. It would be kind of tight to see where we could do it, but you know,
at a certain point, it gets to where like, bro, hold up,
what?
This is just life. Ready Player One, you gonna be in a video game where you broke and trying to survive, and you got all this shit to do, and you gonna be like, man,
oh, for real, like you gonna be like, wait a minute, I gotta be in here. But I know the thing is though, you can live out the character that you want to be, and sometimes just being.
But you can be the character you want to be in real life.
Yeah, but say somebody ain't like say they fat and they want to be skinny, or say they short
get on the treadmill
and want to be tall. You can't change that.
Man, you talking about your personal problems now.
see, there you go. Always talking.
Yeah, you get some platform shoes.
No, but I'm just okay. Or say you, say you old and want to be young again. Say you ugly and want to be pretty. You can't afford plastic surgery, and it's cheaper to get a game and be in there, and you built a personality. Like all those things, you just want.
Some of you ugly motherfuckers is beautiful on the inside. Just stay beautiful.
You know what if you want to be beautiful on the outside and you like want to feel how it feels, and they actually treat you that way in there, and they like,
Ready Player One is coming for you.
I mean, you know what I mean, and you actually get to actually feel it. Like you get to feel the emotions. Like if you go out and you can just be like, oh, I'm this whatever, boo boo boo, and you can instantly pull chicks,
feeling what they feeling.
Or if you the female, you instantly get to get dudes, and you like get to hook up with them, do all that. You feel just what it's like to be that person, and you're not that. But
you don't realize, even as an ugly person, you could still go up and get people and hook up, do whatever. It's all about it's all about how you conduct yourself and shit. I done seen the ugliest bitches talking all this shit and getting fucking with healthy dudes. I done seen the fattest bitches
the same way the ugliest dude that be pulling fat dudes. Right, he be like,
exactly. It's all about the game. It's all about the communication and
the confidence and all that stuff. Exactly. Yeah. I get that, but I'm just
they
saying,
ain't gonna get that. Maybe that'll give them confidence.
But if you're lacking that, or if you're not able to get that,
so do you think that would give them more confidence, or would that break their confidence because they're like, oh,
it's always gonna give it. It's the same way that people search for the validation online.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like they be all right. They kind of chunky, they kind of fat, and as they kind of chunky and fat, but they go on Instagram and they shake their butt, and people love their butt, and they instantly get in love. Right. Now they don't get that love maybe in their town because they live in a small town or something. Right. But as the world on large, they get that love, so they get that love online, or they get that hate. So
that's all good,
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. It's a lot of different things that you gotta take into consideration when you think about people living vicariously or living through like an avatar which they can create. Right. And maybe some people want to live as a what do you call it?
And some people got like a superhero social anxiety to where they actually don't like interacting with people.
Yeah. And some people want to live as a superhero, or somebody want to live as somebody with a tail. They want to live as a dog person or a dog human or
how they doing that shit?
All furries.
You heard about the furries?
I used to work with somebody who liked to be a furry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Says he was a cat or something, huh?
Yeah, I don't even. Man, but yeah,
kids at school they got some of their friends wearing tails and little cat gloves and cat ears and saying that they're cat and shit.
All the time, so you gotta identify.
Yeah.
So do you gotta call them a cat when they be up in class? Like, is it one of them now? Like,
I heard they was talking about letting kids use a litter box or some shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, y'all taking it too fucking far.
Nah, that's too far, bro.
Too fucking
If
far.
y'all let kids use litter box at school and identify as a cat, that's I mean,
bro, if that was the case, I would have been a Ninja Turtle back in the day.
Man,
what if my parents
on,
were like,
bro.
you are a Ninja Turtle? Yeah, I would have been thinking, what the fuck? That ain't gonna work.
I'd have automatically been, bro. Like right now, I'm
Someone gonna break it to you. Ain't got no shell, motherfucker.
I'm something. I'm a millionaire. I'm a billionaire. I identify as a billionaire, so you gotta treat me that way, and you gotta put money in my bank account. And if you don't treat me like I'm a billionaire, then I don't understand. I feel offended.
I identify as somebody who gets everything for free, so everything is mine. The world is mine.
This world. So bring that junk to us because we identifying with that, and y'all gotta respect that world. We putting it out there. This #1 podcast coming on right now from today forth. E&J UnCut. #1 on your charts.
#1 podcast.
#1 podcast on your charts. Y'all hear it out there. We putting it out there. Y'all hear it. Cloud Rise Studios. We coming to y'all. We bringing y'all the live, the goodness, the uncut, the rawness,
and it
the
ain't
unfiltered.
just because we identify as #1. It's because we is.
You know what I mean? It's raw. It's
really
love.
Know it and believe it.
Y'all supporting. We supporting. We here. We you. We us. We all. So I'm just saying. You see.
Man.
Anyway, what's next?
What's next? Let's see. One thing we got to talk about, we ain't never discussed. It's not something that's like in the news currently.
What?
But I just want to know, like, what's your thoughts and all y'all out there? What's your thoughts on gun control? Like actual like gun control. You know what I mean? Because I see a hard left and a hard right on this situation, and mine is somewhere. I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna hear yours first, though. I want to see what your thoughts on this. Yeah.
Oh, I get to go first.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, let's hear.
Let's see. I feel that gun control is a good thing to an extent, but people should be. We have the right to bear arms, and everybody should have the right to bear arms. We can't.
Everybody.
Well. I mean, obviously they have the, for felons and all that thing, so they have the laws in place. But, but as as American citizen, if you of age and whatnot, you should be able to. You have the right to bear arms, and that should be. You should, because I mean, obviously, I'm not saying everybody like you have the right to be just shooting people or whatever. But if they come up on your property, if your land and you own it is your property, or wherever you renting or you living is your property. Excuse me. And somebody come up on it and they want to encroach on you or come at you, you got to have the right to defend it. Because, like, I think we might have even discussed on the show before that you might want to be nonviolent, you know what I mean? But that don't mean that somebody else going to come at you violently. So if they come at you violently, so you got to have the right to defend yourself. Exactly. So if you going to come at me, hey, you know what? Actually, and if you know that I don't got nothing, it might encourage you to come at me. But if you know that I got what you got, and it's not going to be just easy, you can't just come up there and take it, and you might lose your life trying to get that. At the same token, it might make you think twice.
Right.
And then or at least at bare minimum, then it might even the playing field. So if you coming in and I'm coming in, then I can defend myself. Exactly. Yeah. Then it's like, okay, may the best person win, and then if I win, I get to keep my stuff. If I don't, but at least I'm on an even playing field, and that's me, anybody else, any citizen of whatever, and I think everybody deserves that right. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And also whether it be whoever coming in on your property, you know what I mean? You need to be able to have the right to defend yourself. If somebody is trying to
yourself and your property, you know what I mean?
And yourself, your property, right. And your kinfolk, like whoever you deem, like your family, friends, whatever. If somebody is coming,
but isn't that what the police are for?
The police was created to defend the property of. Well, first off, they were created to defend property, and at the time, property included slaves, which were people and everything, and they was trying to get help people, which then was only white people, to help
bring their slaves
their
back.
property, which was land and whatever, or goods and slaves.
Right.
So they help for property purposes, and if you break the law. But what is exactly the law? So like you have to be breaking the law, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If you ain't breaking the law,
Right.
then
That was
they
a
don't.
joke.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but I'm just.
no.
You asked the question, and I
Right.
was just trying to answer. You know, being completely honest.
Nah, because the motherfuckers take 10 hours to get there when you call them.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, being completely honest. That's how I go. So, yeah, I think that's a complete answer. What you think? What you got? What you got for me? What would you do, or what is your answer with the gun control?
My answer is there's got to be a balance. Like, I'm for gun control, but I'm not for taking away weapons. Feel me?
Yeah, same.
We got the right to bear arms, but who can bear the arms? I feel like the testing and the regulation of that needs to have a little more extent in some of them other states. California, our laws right now, they're not that bad. It's hard to get a gun. You got to go through some shit. You got to get like mental testing. I feel like you should have some mental testing before you can just go buy a gun. You shouldn't be able to go to a gun show and buy a semi-automatic.
So you think it's easy? Is it true that it's easier in some states than it is in California? Like it's easier in some states just to get.
You didn't know that?
I mean, I don't know what the laws. I don't have. So I don't know what the.
I'll tell you how it is. In some states, you can go and buy a gun without no ID at a damn gun show.
You lying?
No, some states you can do shit. You can go and you don't. There's no background check or nothing. You just go and fucking buy a gun. They don't do background checks in some
That's
states.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. You can have mental issues.
Yeah.
And then just go out and it's a gun show.
Know. Yeah.
And then you be like, all right, I want to boo.
Right.
Okay. I don't know gun laws at all like that. But so answer me this.
That's one of the biggest problems.
In California, though, it's illegal to have an automatic weapon, right? Like an automatic rifle.
Right.
So you can't have that.
And I disagree with that. I feel like we should be able to have an automatic weapon. But
you can have an automatic handgun, right? But you can't have an automatic rifle.
I feel like I'm not sure exactly this. I know you can't have no motherfucking AKs and no shit.
Yeah, but that's
easily in the hood.
But that's a rifle. That's not a like if you got a 9mm or a pistol. Yeah, that's automatic. You feel me? With
you can't have a Uzi.
Yeah, but that's a semi-automatic.
My fam had a nice Uzi too. I went and shot that motherfucker. Shit did.
Oh, it had the 3 shots.
Man, that shit was kind of janky. That motherfucker at first you cooking it wasn't going, and then and then it. No, it's whole clip empty as long as you hold that thing down. That shit.
Man, you thought you was playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You over there like
yeah, that motherfucker.
Man, straight on that Call of Duty, bro. Man, you better be cool on that. But yeah, man, I feel you though. So yeah, you with it the same way, like gun, like
yeah. I feel like gun control is a good thing, like regulation. But don't try to take nobody guns that's already got their gun. Mm-hmm. And number two, like America, everybody has guns. So if you took all the guns from the people who are law-abiding citizens or feel like they, you know what I mean, like they're going with it, like okay, you're taking our guns. Oh, this sucks, but all right, we're giving it away. Them not the motherfuckers that you gotta worry about. Everybody who's not gonna get their gun away, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers with unregistered guns. I know more people with unregistered guns than fucking registered guns. You feel me? Ain't nobody registered.
But that's the good thing about that and the liberties of this country, because in other countries that's that cannot be the case.
Right. So I feel like we're at a point now. Like if I could flip a switch and every single motherfucking gun in the whole world is evaporated and they lost control and couldn't make no more, I'd flip that switch because I feel like guns fuck up everybody. But the fact that they're out to the extent they are now, I feel like we got to keep them, because now it's if you don't got a gun, you got a gun, they don't got a gun, whatever. Like you said, even the playing field. If someone coming to ride me, I'm ready for their ass. You feel me? And that's how everybody got to be now. Because
and then you just got to
be,
you just got to be better than the next man.
Right.
And that's even. You know what I mean? Like if they catch me slipping, or I catch them slipping, or they faster on the draw than me, at least it's even.
In certain states where
thing.
like it's like open carry. Some of them open carry states, like they got less incidents because
everybody know they strapped, so they know that like I'm not just gonna walk up on you and do nothing foolish because you might be strapped.
Right, exactly.
You probably are strapped, just like me. But when they, it's more incidents in them other places.
But I am for gun regulation, which means background check, mental health check, do that shit before you give out the guns. Like we don't need to have people that got a chip on their shoulder going and buying a gun and that motherfucker. Yeah, you see but look, because that's what'll happen. A motherfucker get angry. So I think a waiting period for a gun is a good thing too. You need to have that waiting period.
Yep.
Like a 2-week waiting period. Let that motherfucker calm down. That's for all guns. Give them 2 weeks to motherfucking rethink why. Because what if you don't know why they buy that gun? They gonna lie to your ass. It might be because they need to shoot their girlfriend because she cheating or something. Give them 2 weeks. They'll probably be like, fuck that bitch. It's not worth it. So. Yeah. That's my take.
Man, I feel
I'm with the restrictions, but I'm not with the whole banning guns and shit. That's not gonna work. We already have. They already out there.
What did they say? A wise man said, and people, for all y'all people who off there, but guns, they kill people, and it's not guns that kill people. It's stupid people with guns that kill people. You see what I mean? So long as we can keep the guns,
or stupid people getting killed with guns that are fucking trying to do something stupid to smart people. Is that a saying?
I don't know about that, but that is what I said was a saying. Guns don't kill people. Stupid people with guns kill people.
And stupid motherfuckers. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah. So that's where we are with that. All right. Yeah. See, everybody know it's time. Move on. Ding. What we got next? Is it Hey, wasn't you telling me something the other day when we was just talking off? But you were saying something about plastics, and I don't remember. You was telling me about like microplastics and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. What? So a study just came out, right? That found that like microplastics, which is little pieces of plastic you get from drinking the water. Eating with a plastic fork.
Wait, so like, if you drink water out of plastic bottles,
you smoking out of one of them volcanoes with the plastic. You feel me? You getting the microplastics. So they found that people with like Alzheimer's and dementia and shit, that shit, a lot of them when they cut their brains open, they finding a plastic spoon worth of fucking plastic in their brain.
Wait. How exactly does the plastic translate or get into the stream?
It's like drinking out of plastic water bottles and all this. It's like little pieces of plastic, like tiny micro.
Man, hold on. Don't say that. Don't say that because I've been drinking out of them since
me
for
too.
years.
Yeah, we probably got all that shit in our heads. Fucking when you cut on a plastic cutting board, that shit, the particles get in your food, like that. And somehow these little particles, the tiny ones, is passing through the blood vein barrier or whatever and getting into your bloodstream and then getting lodged in your brain.
And because they micro, it takes so long to do it, but eventually it'll amount to something. And so that's why it's probably crazy because
you're not gonna get a bunch of them at once,
and you're not gonna know about it. Right? But yeah.
So we just gotta take them steps to try not to do that. Like get you a wooden cutting board. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Instead of eating off the plastic plates, get you some glass. Don't drink out of the plastic water bottles. Get you a refillable water bottle. You know what I did? I went to get a Black and Mild, right? Only fuck with the wood tips. The wood tip Black and Milds. I got the wood tips, right? Because Black and Mild is conscious of this. And so they made the wood tip ones.
Is Black and Mild good for you?
Yeah, they got now you got the plastic tips. You gonna get them microplastics. Get the wood tip Black and Mild.
Wood tip Black and Mild. Here go another helpful tip.
Right.
You want to smoke tobacco?
You smoking them Black and Mild
And
specifically?
Black and Mild specifically.
Get the wood tips.
Then you get the wood tips. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Tip of the day for Mr. Berry. Or what else you got for me? Because we got to get, man, I'm just talking about smoking Black and Milds with the wood tips. Come on, man.
I don't even smoke them no more. I moved on to the organic, you know me.
Oh, I thought you on them organic American Spirits because they're organic.
Right.
You got the organic tobacco, America, or ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all the children.
Because you know the chemicals is what kills
ages.
you in that shit. It's the chemicals in the tobacco. It's not. I mean, nicotine ain't really good for you. You can use it as bug spray and kill bugs and shit, but the chemicals that's giving people cancer are like all the chemicals they spray on it. So if you get organic, you might be getting a little better. You ever heard of a Native American dying from cancer before?
You did. Yeah, I know you didn't say it. The Native Americans dying. You ain't seen it. I get you, but I don't know. I'll let you take that one.
You know what's crazy though? We was talking about the couture. It's hard for me to just say cutter. That don't sound like
okay. Couture, cutter. I know what you mean, but what you talking about?
So after that happened with the jet, Syria offered to build a Trump Tower in Damascus.
See, I asked you if there was any more Trump Towers. Yeah. See, there is more Trump Towers.
And no, they're building one. And then Trump, 24 hours later, he said, "We're lifting all the sanctions on Syria. Let's let them be great." You feel me? They're gonna be great. We're gonna do it. So the key to Trump's heart, if you got some $1 million plans and some $1 million investments, holla at that guy.
How much is that Trump Tower worth?
They didn't say nothing about that.
It ain't like they don't know how that.
Yeah.
Is he leasing land to him or something, or
I don't know?
Because I mean, you know, back in the day, all those Trump Towers, he didn't own the land; he just leased his name to it. So it was Trump. So basically, if they using Trump Towers, that means he leasing his name probably to him. So if he leasing his name to him, that means he probably paid.
If that so I wonder how much they work. Like if they doing this, wait, go ahead.
I just wonder how much they paid.
Oh yeah, I don't know, but
because that's all I'm thinking.
Yeah, to get them sanctions lifted.
Yeah, because that means they paid him, and he like, all right, whoever paid me, guess what? I'm gonna lift them sanctions.
If this leads to motherfucking them stopping Israel from killing all the Palestinians, then I'm with it. That's all I gotta say about the situation.
Well, I mean,
if we can stop the genocide and stop all the fucking starvation and famine, then go ahead.
Obviously, if you can help stop genocide,
really, it's better we fuck with the Muslims than the Zionists. You feel me? Muslims and Christians is because it's supposed to be a Christian country, right?
Okay.
America. Muslims and Christians got a lot more in common. You feel me? They both recognize Jesus and everything else. Like,
I just want it to be again a fair and you know even and let people be, and you don't got to be killing people. And again, but like we always talk about, it's hard to be peaceful because you got to protect yourself. But let everybody protect themselves and people be there. Yeah. And nobody should be out there bullying. Right. You know what I mean? We should try to find a way to be harmonious. So,
I just listened to Snoop Dogg at that Doggyland shit, right? Yeah. His little kid show. I listened to it with my son. He had a song about bullies. You feel me? Picking on bullies. He had a good song about that.
Yeah.
And some of these motherfuckers out here, Israel and shit, like, I don't know who, but they be bullies, right?
Yeah.
And they bullying like a motherfucker. So we need to stop all that bullying worldwide.
I feel you. And we definitely do on that. We don't recognize bullies here on E&J.
Hell no.
We don't do that.
Hey, equality. Everybody get an equal shot and everything. You know what I mean? And we take care of our weakers. You know what I mean? If we fucking with some, we look out for the weak ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we do.
And the strong, that's the strong's job. That's real strength, is when you could look out for the weak and look out for the ones
that's the point of having the strength.
Right.
It's so that for the ones that don't, you supposed to look out for them.
That's like a wise man once said that if you are weak and you don't do nothing, or you know what I mean? You say, I don't fight, right? I won't fight. But it's just because you're weak. That's not being strong. That's kind of like being a coward. But if you are strong and say, I won't fight, you know what I mean? You're holding back. That's real strength. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that, I don't know how that related to what we was saying, but right. So the strong got to look out for the weak. That's how I feel like a
strong. If you're strong, look out for the weak, and if you're weak, keep on working because eventually you'll be strong.
Just like the rich should look out for the poor.
Exactly. I help them get there so we can all at least be on an even playing field, or at least have your basic needs met. Like
it ain't gotta be even.
Not everybody. Not everybody gotta be rich.
That real fucked up. Like if I had $1 billion, I wouldn't have $1 billion for long because I make sure that I'm straight. Right. I got my shit taken care of. Houses and shit, but I'm not just gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna spread that shit to the people that really fucking need it.
That's what I mean. You don't have, if you got what you got and you up there, then you up there. But then at least everybody should have their basic needs met. Like everybody should be eating. Everybody should have medical care. Everybody should be able to have transportation. Everybody, those basic things. Then on top of that, then it's all what you make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's all what you do, but that's basic needs. Whatever you need to survive. Now everybody don't need a Bentley. Everybody don't. You can use a car to get from point A to point B, or if you had like a bike or any kind of transportation, or you have public transportation. But if you got a roof over your head, that's good. You got clean water. You got food to eat every day. You got medical supplies, and you're able to be educated. Then,
you're blessed if you got all that.
Exactly.
A lot of people struggling for that.
So that's shit. But I think that's everybody's basic needs. Everybody should be able to have that. But then if you do have that, consider yourself fortunate. You know what I mean? Right. Every day you get up, thank the Lord. Thank that you are able to be able to have those things, and don't take that for granted. And make sure you try to maximize the day because it's always somebody who got a worse situation, and it's always somebody who wasn't able to get up out the bed today, and they would, love to just be able to get up and walk and do your thing. So just remember that. Words of wisdom for the day.
And health is wealth as well. Drink you some ginger.
Hey, and shout out to the I ain't gonna.
The Waterloo.
Well, I was just gonna shout out just to not drinking high fructose.
Oh yeah.
Cause you know what I mean. Cause we can't be messing with the fructose. You ain't got no fructose in that.
I don't think so.
We can't have that fructose. Didn't it say real cane on the front?
Yeah. Sugar, ginger root, boom.
Yeah, no.
Hey, but speaking of that, health is wealth. Now is the time. We in May, right? Get your gardens in. Go plant you some seeds.
Hey,
tomatoes, all that. Carrots, onions, potatoes, all your vegetables.
Preach it. Go ahead.
Time to get that in. Fuck your yard. Fuck that grass. Cause you keep watering that motherfucker ain't feeding you. Water something that's gonna bring you some food. Grow your own fucking organic veggies and fruits and shit like that. Cause that shit will help you out, man.
If you have never done that,
healthy to the max. That's like
you would be surprised how much satisfaction you get from doing it, and also the fruits and veggies and herbs and things that you grow.
Man, I got these golden raspberries I'm growing.
Excuse me, are gonna be so great and so tasty, and it's just something about when you eat what you grew. It has it's just like. It gets in you different. I don't know how to explain it, but like growing tomatoes, like the different varieties, like cherry tomatoes or whatnot.
You had a homegrown tomato versus a one from the store.
Exactly, and you pluck them off in the summer though. They like candy. You ever like them sundoes and them like man,
fresh off the branch.
Exactly,
so tasty. Like I don't even like tomatoes, bro. My whole life I ain't like tomatoes.
Yeah.
Then I tried my aunt had the tomato garden, organic tomato garden. Man, she slice them up, put some salt and pepper on it. You chop it, you eat it. It's like sweet and
peppers, peppers. This
all that shit. Bell peppers too. You just eat them straight out the garden.
Man,
cucumbers. Man, we got these lemon cucumbers. They're like a rounder cucumber. That shit hella good.
Peppers, cucumbers, watermelon.
Yeah, we going some watermelons, some cantaloupes.
Yeah, exactly. Cantaloupes, lettuce, tomatoes, onions. Spinach.
Hey, some beets too. If you got liver issues and shit, them beets.
All the stuff you can do in a garden, and you don't even need that much space. Especially depends on how big your family is, but you don't really need that much space, and you can grow. And
you'd be surprised the yield. All it takes is a little and dirt is cheap.
peas, like peas, how they grow.
You could even make your own compost when you worm bin. Look into that shit because I'm telling you, you're gonna save a lot of money.
You save money and you will first off
you're gonna be healthier.
You be healthier and you learn a skill.
You know what they spraying on our fruits and vegetables.
You learn a skill that they can't take away from you. It's farming.
Yeah.
You'll learn if you learn how to grow, then when you, like you said, if something ever happened, you got land, you know how to grow your own food. But right now, if somebody gave you acres of land and you was out there and they say, here, you could just live, you can't just live. That's how it was back in the day. They didn't go to work all the time. What they did was you had a piece of land, you built a house, and you had farm, and you worked on your land. You try to just survive. You just live day to day. Taking care of your land and eating food and taking care of your animals and livestock, and that was it.
Exactly.
You didn't have to go and you have to go to work. That was your job, and that was a lot of people's job. And then you trade with your homies in town,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, or if you better at dairy farming, you had the cows and you had the chicken, or I had the cows, you had the chickens.
Right, then we trade. You bought it, but everybody gets something.
You got way more pigs than me.
Come with something to trade.
Or maybe I had a couple.
I'm all for the barter system. Anybody needs some seeds, just show me what you got. Shit.
But I don't understand how come we don't do that no more like we used to.
Because the monetary system came into play that kind of took that over. But then it was all good until it made the money worth less and less. You know what I mean? So
that's crazy.
But yeah, man, this E and J. I think we're gonna call it a day. How you feeling? We got anything?
I'm feeling good. Well,
yes, sir.
Yeah. Until next time, it's your boy J.Kendall.
It's your boy E.
And we out. Peace.